from the first royal nude swim in the bay. Find out in this episode about all the incredible beauties the island of Rab has to offer. The Romans named this place Felix Arba, or lucky, actually meaning happy island. Now, if anyone knew how to enjoy life and name places, it was them. Stay tuned.
The island of Rab has a very rich history, and it's not lacking in numerous notable personalities. The island was inhabited by the Illyrians in the year 350 BC, and in the 1st century, Rab became a Roman municipality that developed into an important center on the eastern Adriatic coast, called Felix Arba. Arb is an Illyrian word meaning wooded, dark or green. Its development began in the second half of the 11th and lasted until the 13th century, when it was governed by the Croatian rulers and the Venetian Republic in the form of a free Adriatic commune. In the 15th century, the island was sold to the Venetians, under whose rule it remained until 1798 and the arrival of Napoleon. With its 30 sandy beaches, Rab truly is a happy island, whose beauty was recognized by tourists from around the world almost 125 years ago. The tradition continues today. Owing to the crystal clear, warm and shallow sea, Rab is an ideal destination for families. Here, everyone can find their ideal beach, depending on their own preferences. There are nudist beaches, secluded coves, dog beaches and small secret beaches. On August 11, 1936, King Edward VIII of England and his future wife Wallis Simpson arrived on the Rab and anchored in front of the Banyol beach. They were welcomed by the city dignitaries, with whom they visited the sites of Rab. After the official part of the visit, King Edward and Lady Simpson stripped down and stark naked jumped into the sea of Canderola Bay, which is considered the beginning of nudism in the Adriatic.
I'm at one of my own personal favourite restaurants, and the thing I really love about it is the fact that it has an amazing atmosphere, because I'm a sucker for a setting, and beautiful, good quality local food. And I'm here with Anna, who is the head chef and the owner of the restaurant. Anna, thank you so much for having me. I'm so loving this place.
Thank you that you can come.
Oh God, I'm loving this. Oh, and here comes the wine.
It's our wine.
It's your wine as well?
Yeah, we do it like, I don't know, my grandpa had started, and then father, and then my brother. So it's really traditional. And it's called Mali Plavac. It's for, here we have the red land, yeah, so we can grow it. And that's it.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, let's drink to health, because we need that first of all.
Okay.
Let's do our health. Your health. Your good.
To our health.
Gregada was created as a sort of a fish soup. To be more precise, a soup and a main course in one. Good quality gregada requires 2 kilograms of fresh, good quality white fish, sea bream, groper, sea bass or monkfish.
Is this recipe a typical Rab recipe?
Yeah, we can say it, yeah. we like grow it a little bit, yeah.
Oh, you've added a few things into it. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. Because we eat like that at home too, so you know we just love it.
Oh, so this is also comfort food.
Yeah.
This is a proper, like a homemade meal, right?
With loads of love.
Wow, with lots of, I love it. I already love it. I love this place. I love you. Thank you so much. Right, let's try this. What should I go for first? How do you eat this?
I started with scampi.
You'd start with scampi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's really, really sweety.
Okay.
So you can do it with your
Break
hands.
it.
Yeah.
It's hot though. Ah!
Just leave it then.
Just leave it.
Just leave it.
Leave it and drink some more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beaches intended for pets are not uncommon on Rab. Almost every beach on the island has a section reserved for dogs, where your pets can bathe and frolic freely. The first themed beach on Rab with a special offer for dog owners and their pets, Monty's Dog Beach and Bar, has opened in the Artic area. Rab has now become the second Adriatic destination with Monty's Beach, where everyone feels welcome, comfortable and relaxed. At Monty's Beach, guests can now enjoy all the amenities that can be found on well-maintained beaches, from sanitary facilities, Wi-Fi, changing rooms, showers, sun umbrellas and deck chairs to restaurants. All in the form of a 5-star vacation experience with your favorite 4-legged friend. And there are treats such as doggy ice cream, beer, pizza. There are toys rental, water bowls of course for refreshment, and slippers to protect the paws. And after a day spent sunbathing and swimming, there's more fun to be had at Monty's Dog Park. Rab is well known for its long history of small shipyards and wooden boats made for various purposes. In recent times, wooden boats have been replaced by those made of fiberglass and other modern materials. We visited one of the most famous and successful small shipyards with a long tradition.
I'm here with Romano, the owner of a small boatyard, Pichulian, which is one of the most famous ones and the oldest ones, is that right?
One of the oldest for sure, because
Yeah.
we are here since 1936. This
A
boatyard,
famous year.
yes, and this boatyard established my grandfather, about 1936, and since then we are all the time here and building boats and making a lot of other things, but everything connecting with the boats. The specific of our boatyard is that we always produced some different boats, and that all design and forms and everything what we did is did in our family, in our company. That means that my grandfather had his own models and my father his own. My father is retired for 5-6 years. And now me and 2 of my brothers, they are also in the company. We are, as I said, family company.
This is a very successful family company.
And we have, thank you, and we have our models. And also we started early 90s with GRP boats, because we produced since 1936, of course, only wooden boats.
we have the opportunity to try a dish called stufada, which is unusual because of its ingredients, but also the demanding method of preparation. The name of this dish comes from the Italian word stufare, which means to stew.
Znači, sada ćemo kušati to divno jelo. Okej. Hvala.
Hvala. Hvala.
Ovo je meni malo neobično.
Evo, draga Marta, imamo čast i prigodu da probamo jedno u svjetskim razmjerima posebno jelo, rad naših kuhara, a moram priznati da budi uspomenu na moje pretke, na moje bake, na moju mamu, od kojih smo i naslijedili recepturu pripreme ove hrane. Radi se o janjetini, otočkoj našoj janjetini, jednogodišnjoj, ženskog roda iz nekih posebnih razloga, koje se priprema na način da se u konačnici karamelizira sa medom od kadulje. I ima jedna, i moram naglasiti ovdje, to jelo je vrlo zahtjevno u smislu pripreme. Cijeli proces traje negdje između 2,5 i 3 sata. I nema odvajanja od, mi bi rekli, teče ili padela.
Ne može se skočiti malo u moru, kupati vratiti, ne?
Nema šanse. A jedna vrlo interesantna stvar što vidite na vašem tanjuru je prilog ovom jelu, to je jedinstveni kiseli kupus koji se podlijeva sa temeljcem od janjiće juhe, a taj isti temeljac rabimo i u pripremi samog štufada. Evo, ja vam želim uslast i da malo i vi probate.
Dobar tek. Hoćemo nazdraviti prekrasnim druženjima.
Živjela. Hvala ti lijepa, Marta. Zdravlje.
Zdravlje.
ACI Marina Opatija is located in Ičići, protected from the strong Bura wind by the highest Istrian mountain, Učka, not far from the first seaside resort on the Adriatic and the cradle of elite tourism in this area since the times of the Austro-Hungarian monarchy. With a maritime tradition from as far back as 30 centuries ago, this is the best harbour for anchoring yachts of up to 40 meters in length in the northern Adriatic. In the 9th century BC, this is where the descendants of Liburnians lived. They were excellent builders of fast ships. These vessels, made of wooden boards and sewn with cords, sailed to northern Africa and Asia Minor. Just as Opatija enjoyed a great reputation among foreign princes and the nobility, so does the ACI Marina in Ičići boast a great reputation among boaters and Adriatic sailing aficionados. Just a few kilometers from the center of Opatija, this is an ideal starting point for exploring Kvarner and the Kvarner Islands. After a full day of sailing, you can leave your boat here in the safe hands of the marina staff, who will take great care of it. Evening walks around Opatija and dinner at one of the famous restaurants are an absolute must. Opatija offers its guests everything from superb gastronomy, beautiful cafes, parks, promenades, shopping, casinos, to cultural and entertainment events. The ACI Marina in Ičići is fully equipped and a proud holder of the blue flag. The marina is only a few hours' drive from the international airports in Zagreb, Trieste or Ljubljana, while those who fly to Pula or Rijeka are even closer. ACI Marina Opatija is ideal both for short trips in winter and for cruising the Adriatic at any time of the year. The mild Opatija climate, with very rare winds and proximity to good transport connections, make it a favorite vacation spot of the region. It is really never too late to plan the route, and there's a special experience to doing so in the marina itself, as it offers a fantastic view of Krk and Cres, the two largest Croatian islands. The marina offers its guests 283 berths in the sea and 35 dry berths. The facilities of the marina are plentiful and assure comfort and pleasant stay for all guests, who have at their disposal a reception desk with an exchange office, a point of sale for accessories from the ACI collection, an ATM, a restaurant, a coffee bar, a nautical and clothing store, a fishing equipment shop, a boat rental and sales agency, and an insurance agency. There are also newly renovated sanitary facilities, a laundry service, a workshop, a crane with a lifting capacity of 15 tons, a slip, parking lot, and of course, internet access. The fuel station is located in the town of Opatija, 2 nautical miles away. Electric car owners will be particularly happy, as ACI Marinas have become part of Tesla Destination Charging's global network of electric car charging stations, with 2 Tesla-only electric charging stations delivering up to 22 kilowatts of power, and 1 universal Etrel electric charging station delivering 2 times 22 kilowatts of power. We've arrived to the small town of Volosko on the Opatija Riviera, known for its fishing tradition, top fish restaurants, but also uniquely talented water sportsmen.
Well, some mornings it's worth waking up at 5 a.m. to be able to catch the right wind and to catch a glimpse of this surfer dude. He's not any kind of surfer dude. He's a world champion, and he also happens to be a really cool and genuine guy. Enrico,
yes.
What are we talking about here? You're a world champion in?
Windsurfing. I'm a IFCA world champion in windsurfing 2018.
What is IFCA?
International Funboard Class Association.
Funboard?
Yes, funboard.
Okay, so what does this mean? You have to get up at 5 a.m. to catch the right kind of wind and to be able to lift the sail. Just talk me through this, because I've seen it, but I don't quite know what it means.
So at my local place, the wind starts only in the morning, and it's only period of day when the wind is there. So I have to wake up like 4:30.
Oh, right, okay. So I was late this morning.
Yeah,
okay.
you were quite late because you were here at like, I don't know, 7. So at that time we are already fully on the water playing around, but it's okay. I forgive you, so no worries. But yeah, so I don't know, around 5:30 we go in the water and we train, and it's on the end it's really nice. We are really used to it because we are doing it for so many years. Because this region we have only wind in the morning, that is a thermal wind, and when the weather is nice and stable, it's windy every morning, and it goes from 10 knots to sometimes even 30. So it's great for training and for improving, and this is why there is a lot of people on the water in Optimist or Laser or windsurfing. Doesn't matter, it's just important that we are out and sailing.
What's next for you? Are you training for anything?
Yeah, I train all the time. I will try to do my best in the World Cup, and this is my next goal, to try to do as good as I can there, because that is really kind of special and hard, because it's all over the world, and then on the end there is overall winners, so it's much harder than to win one race, because you have to be really good all around. Yeah. And it's something that inspires me, and I want to be good all around, you know. So the other disciplines that I was doing in the morning, it's called foiling. It's kind of new. It's based on a foil that we have under the board, and it's it's going really good in light winds. So we move our range of action, let's say, to the much more to low. You know, now we can go in 6-7 knots. We can really be on foil and having fun. To have a really good race at light wind, you need like 8 knots. 8 knots, then the race is already really cool because you have constant power. Everybody on the foil, everybody going full, and it's really nice.
The American Gardens were built in the first half of the 20th century by the Hungarian Mihály Pál Kucsor in honor of his wife, Hilda von Hortenau of Opatija. The gardens owe their name to the continent where Kucsor created a business empire by selling sweet Hungarian paprika, Szeged peppers. The gardens comprise a terrace set with a beautiful view of the Kvarner Bay, considering that the gardener's house was built well before the other buildings. There is a very strong sense of understanding landscape architecture and horticulture. Lush greens such as camphor, eucalyptus, camellias, gardenias, magnolias, Australian agave, thousands of roses, vines, peppers of course, and many other valuable specimens of plants have created this paradise. Opatija is abundant in many top-class hotels, and this year it became richer for one of the most luxurious ones in the area. The hotel is located by the sea in a beautiful natural park, designed by the award-winning environmental architect Ksenia Jurčić-Diminić, the winner of the 2019 award for the best landscaping and urban space planning in Southeast Europe. The hotel is designed to become a year-round tourist destination, so the amenities available to guests are carefully selected. The luxurious spa, set in a unique location, offers guests a different spa experience, and its location on the 3rd floor of the hotel provides just that. The health treatment rooms, as well as the terraces that surround them, offer an impressive view of the Opatija Riviera, the Adriatic Sea, and nearby islands. In the nearby town of Ičići, we visited a beautiful villa from 1890. The villa has been refurbished and reconstructed on several occasions. However, its present-day form dates back to the adaptation made in 1915 and 1924 by the Viennese Opatija architect Karl Seidl, who turned it into a Mediterranean jewel that looks like a rock above the sea. As if the setting and the villa weren't heavenly enough, a superb restaurant opened its door here. Chef Miro and I got together on the terrace to play with food in the most beautiful possible environment.
Okay, Miro, we've got all of the ingredients here. What are you cooking?
So for today we're going to prepare some flambéed octopus with some celeriac puree and some bulgur wheat, which we boil and then combine with some bruna vegetables. We have some carrots, some onions, some red bell pepper, some zucchini, and we finish it off with just a bit of fresh parsley and some butter. Just a bit of olive oil.
I believe this is Istrian olive oil.
Yeah.
Am I right?
This is the one we use from Chiavalon. It's rather better for finishing, but you can do it like this. So we do the octopus, we put some aromatic herbs. You know, in the end, it's all about the flavor, right?
Of course.
So we need just a bit of caramelization, which brings out all the sugars, a bit of color. It looks rather nice, and it brings out most of the taste.
It already smells so good.
Yeah, that's our herbs, and you know we love them. The octopus it doesn't need too much spices. So it comes out from the sea. It's cooked actually in its own juices, so we got all the saltiness and the flavor we need. We bring up the flavors with the herbs, with the olive oil, and of course when we do the flambe part.
The spacious garden of the villa has been turned into a quiet English-style promenade, and today the oldest palm of Opatija stands proudly in front of the villa. It's hard to imagine a nicer and more comfortable setting than this one for a romantic dinner by the sea. Opatija is a city of romance and pleasure, oozing out of every view over the architecture and beautiful promenades. In the evening, the streets are filled with people walking and dancing. The sounds of popular tunes and rhythms complemented the pleasant summer evening along the coast, and thus aroused the curiosity of passers-by and onlookers who came up and swayed and even danced. Over the whole weekend, the summer Zumba masterclass took place. Those who appreciate quality jazz music will come to their own, thanks to the Liburnia Jazz Association, which traditionally organizes the Liburnia Jazz Festival every summer. The aim of the association is to bring jazz music closer to those whose ears are still unaccustomed to jazz and consider it to be maybe the music that is listened to only by professional musicians, a closed musical form that attracts a very exclusive audience. Well, I love it. The program they offer to the audience is carefully selected and can satisfy even the most demanding audience and the most ardent jazz lovers, but it can also delight and convert a previously unwilling listener. An ideal setting for this is the outdoor summer cinema terrace, a drink and a warm summer breeze. Who could resist?
Hope you enjoyed these visuals of glorious Opatija. Thank you for watching Sail Ho Croatia, and as always I wish you a smooth sailing all the way.